What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. If it's your first time here, do me a huge favor and drop a like on the video, and please subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and once we hit that milestone, I'll be doing a giveaway, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post new videos. Now, today I just want to talk about a few of the Yeezy releases that are coming up in 2021 or in the first quarter of this year. Now, I've seen quite a few things online. I've seen people talking about different shoes that are coming out, so I figured I'd just throw some information out there just to keep you guys informed on what's about to drop. Now, so let's start with this month. Currently on Yeezy Supply, there's a clock, or I guess a countdown, that is running that will expire on January 16th. So I don't really know yet what's dropping on that day, but I've seen people talking about it. I've heard speculation that it's gonna be a Yeezy 380 Kyanite, I believe. Kyanite, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But it's another 380, and it actually has like kind of a predominantly white and gray upper. I think it may be a Yeezy Supply exclusive, and it will release in a normal pair, non-reflective, and a reflective pair. It's got this kind of goldish looking or yellow kind of tint to the translucent stripe on the side of that 380, and also a slightly orange outsole. So this is a little bit different as far as the outsole goes. For me, I'm not sure if I'll be picking this one up. Currently, it's looking like it might be a pass for me, but we'll see when that time gets here. That could always change. But this is all this information I'm gonna give you is, it's actually tentative, so anything could change. Now, another shoe dropping in January, which I am extremely excited for, is the Yeezy 700 V1 Sun. Now, this shoe right here is straight fire. It's basically a yellow version of the Wave Runner, all right? And I have the Wave Runner right here. So you've got all of your standard colors. You got your teal, you got that green there on the side. You've also got pretty much the entire upper of the shoe is yellow. The mesh on that shoe is yellow. The leather is yellow. And then you have your midsole, whereas on the Wave Runner, it's that kind of creamish white looking color. On the Sun, it's actually in an orange color, which looks pretty cool. Also, like I mentioned, the entire upper is yellow. You've got that suede on the actual toe of the Sun is yellow as well. So this is looking like a really nice shoe. And then you've also got, your standard Yeezy 700 outsole, which on that one is like, it's orange, and you've got that kind of black 700 outsole that looks like that. As you can see, I've worn these quite a bit. This is probably like one of my top 3 most worn shoes. Probably number 1. Like, I wear these all the time. But yeah, that 700 Sun is coming out January 23rd. But one big thing about that, it looks like they reduced the price to $240 US. Now, this is something that I've been talking about a long time. I've always felt like that the 700 priced at $300 retail was extremely too high. I mean, you'll hear people say, well, the quality on the shoe, it's so great. And you know what? They're not lying. I mean, the suede looks okay, but let's just really dive into it. I mean, you've got one little strip here of leather. You've got some more suede around the back here. A nice suede, but not the best I've ever seen. If you want to see a really nice suede, check out the Yeezy 500 Utility Black, for example, or any New Balance like made in the USA pair. Look at those. And those don't cost $300. Just saying. So yeah, you've got hits of nice suede and little leather here and there, but is it enough to justify the $300 price point? Obviously not. Now, again, it's looking like it's gonna be $240, which I'm excited for, but who knows what can change between now and then. I don't know if that's legit, if it's a typo, whatever, who knows. But again, Yeezy 700 V1 Suns coming out January 23rd. I will be going for that. All right, now moving on into February, we've got a couple Yeezy 350 V2s that are slated to drop. One of those, which happens to be my favorite of that month, is the Yeezy 350 V2 Ash Blue. Now, this color is really, really nice. It's got this kind of obviously like kind of light blue, a little bit hits of dark blue or black in the shoe. You've got that yellow stripe there that's somewhat reminiscent of the Israfil in my opinion. I do like the blue just a tad bit better on this ash blue colorway, but just wanted to call that out because that yellow stripe does kind of remind me of the Israfil that dropped last year. You've got that kind of bluish gray midsole there, translucent midsole. So this 350 is looking really nice. I will definitely be going for these. I'm just happy to see that Yeezy is starting to bring more colors to the 350 that are not just your standard, you know, white, beige, tan, or any kind of earthy type tones. So yeah, this one's looking like a definite pickup for me. That ash blue colorway is super nice. Moving along from that one, we've also got a 350 V2 dropping in February, the Ash Stone colorway. Now this one looks like it's a predominantly like dark grayish or stone looking colorway that has some hits of beige and lighter and dark gray. Looks like maybe there's some black in there. You've also got a translucent kind of dark gray or black midsole there. And you've got that stripe running along the side of the shoe. Now in certain images, this stripe looks a little bit like it could be red, but I think it's actually an orange color because if you see other pictures of it, it looks orange. So this one, I'm not particularly excited for this one. I don't know why, it's just something about that overall colorway. I'm not feeling the ash stone as much as I am that ash blue. So if I had to pick one, I'm definitely going with the ash blue. But like I said, we'll see. Again, these are all tentative, you know, dates or information, but those two pairs, the ash blue as well as the ash stone, are looking like they're slated to drop for February of this year. All right, moving into March, we've got a couple other fire shoes dropping. First, I'm gonna talk about probably out of the 350s I talked about already, this 350, which is the 350 V2 Ash Pearl, is slated to drop in March, and this is by far my favorite. I mean, I know it's another white or beige looking Yeezy, but this one right here is super fire. I mean, you've got all those like different hits of white, beige, and tan, even some navy blue in there too. I mean, just overall, this is a super, super clean shoe. I mean, just looking at it, you've got those kind of darker beige laces, and it's just something about that overall colorway with all the white and the beige and the tan there, and it looks even cleaner with that kind of translucent white or milky midsole there. Just a really, really clean colorway. I am definitely trying to pick these up when they come out in March. Yeah, that shoe is just like, that's probably the best 350, like I said, out of all of them. Next up, we've got another. They seem to be bringing back the 700 V1 and V2s this year, because in March, we've got a 700 V2 cream slated to drop. Now, the cream looks a lot like the 700 V2 static. If you look at the cream, you've actually, obviously, the majority of the upper looks like this static because you've got all that gray there on the side with the 3M and everything. But where you see that kind of very light beige color here on the V2 static, you've got a kind of cream color on the one that's coming out in March. So you've got cream on the toe, you've got cream there on the side, as well as on the kind of back panels of the shoe there. In my opinion, if you did not have a chance to pick up the V2 static, then the V2 creams will be a pretty nice shoe to grab. Because I can't remember, but I think this one was going for pretty high on the resale market. So if you don't want to pay those prices, just grab the cream because they look pretty nice, and I will definitely probably try and pick those up. But right now I'm seeing that we talked about the price drop in the 700 V1 Sun, right? Right now, the 700 V2 cream that's gonna drop looks like it's still at a price point of $300. Now, I'm not gonna talk about my feelings on that again, but I think they could also lower that price point as well. I mean, true, I do feel like the V2 has just a little bit more leather on it probably, and a little more, just a tad bit, maybe higher quality materials, just a little bit, not much at all. But again, I don't think it warrants the $300 price point. So If you're gonna drop the V1 price, drop the V2 as well. But that's the 700 V2 cream. Now, one shoe that, if I had to think about it, aside from the 700 V1 Sun, that I am super excited for y'all, it is the Yeezy 380 in the alien blue colorway. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen this, but pretty much it looks just like the 380 alien because it's got that kind of white and gray upper, and it's got this kind of cage on the side now. It appears to be like this kind of greenish looking color in there. I don't know if it glows in the dark or not, maybe it does, but instead of having this knit pattern here, it appears to have, like I said, this kind of plastic or some sort of hard material that runs through that stripe now, and it looks like it glows in the dark, but I'm not quite sure. It's just got that kind of green tint to it. You've also got what I think is a really, really nice addition to the shoe. You have that really, really icy blue looking midsole. That shoe is fire. Now, I can admit the 380 is not my favorite model, and I know a lot of people do not like it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Please continue to not like it because I need to pick that shoe up. That 380 Alien Blue is straight fire. I am picking it up. Hopefully, you know, if the hype is still low on it, people don't care about it, or it's going for right around retail or lower, I'm gonna grab that shoe without a doubt. Yeah, so that's the Alien Blue. I just really like what they did with that. Oh, one thing before I forget. If you have not watched my Calcite Glow or my 380 Onyx review, go watch those videos. I'll drop a link down in the description or try and link it somewhere for you to check out. But I talked about, and on the 380, I do not like when they basically just leave the midsole plain. As you can see on the Alien there, they actually have that kind of pattern that runs along the outside of the shoe. I don't know what it's called. It looks like it might be, looks like it drips along the shoe. I don't know, but you can actually see that pattern there around the sole. They did not have that on the Calcite Glow or the Onyx, but they've brought it back on the Alien Blue. Thank you. Because this shoe with this thick midsole does not look right when it's just plain. And, you know, while this is, you know, a slight detail, it's not a major change, it does add just enough to this shoe to make it look even better. Because I cannot stand when the midsole is plain, because this Alien shoe is fire. And I've always liked that design there. Like I said, it's subtle, but it adds a lot of character to the shoe. That's the Alien Blue. There's also, I think, a 700 V3, which is called the Kyanite. I'm not quite sure. I don't know when exactly that one is dropping, but it is slated for 2021, sometime this year. But it's just another V3, pretty much an all-white shoe that has like that kind of blue background to it. It looks more so, it kind of resembles the Azureth just a little bit. But it's, I expect for it to be, you know, the standard 700 V3 with the glow in the dark cage, and it's got that kind of white and blue knitted upper behind it. So that's about it. But again, like I said, I don't know or don't have an actual date right now for that shoe. But that'll be about all for some of the Yeezy drops of 2021 that, you know, I know about right now. Please let me know in the comments if there are any of those in that list that you are going for. What's your number one pick? How do you feel about the 700 V1 Suns price drop? You know, are you going for the Alien Blues? Let me know down below. Again, thank you for watching, everyone. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.